The brand I will be talking about for my social media audit is Coach. Coach used to be considered Coach Inc., but now it's called Tapestry Inc. and houses the brands Kate Spade and Stuart Weitzman. So here's a little bit of an overview with just some pictures first. So this picture right here is part of the Coach Poppy collection. I think it was 2009 when it came out, and I had one of those bags. They're super tacky. Coach went through about 15 years of not having a very good reputation. This bag over here, this maroon bag, this is more of a classic representation of Coach. Their bags were sturdy, they didn't break, they would replace them if anything happened for $20. And then up until probably about 5 years ago, nobody really trusted Coach. People weren't buying it, they were buying other brands instead. And this tweet up here is a representation of what I'm talking about. It's from 2010, which was about 8 years ago. Nobody wears Coach anymore. Stop it. It's not cool. But still, people still held some resistance when they found out that Coach was changing its name to Tapestry. Here's another tweet at the bottom of this screen showing that. And this is right after Coach changed its name to Tapestry in October of last year. So one more thing about this slideshow, actually a couple more things. The first is that this picture here with the purple bag in it, that is to represent that people see Coach as an all-American brand, and that's kind of the direction that Coach is moving towards. They want to be the American affordable luxury brand. So then the last thing is this screenshot from an article I found online, and it's just showing that Michael Kors is one of Coach's competitors, and that's something that I've kind of found in all the research I've done. Coach, one of Coach's strategies is to cut back stores. That's part of their new marketing plan, is to decrease availability to the public to make the brand more coveted. And this article here is talking about how Michael Kors isn't cool because they are found in department stores all over Macy's, and they've just become very accessible and everywhere, and it makes the brand simply not cool anymore. So that brings me to my next slide. Some of Coach's main competitors are Michael Kors, and then other European luxury brands. But like I said, they are trying to stand out from those European brands and for other USA brands like Michael Kors, and really do something different. So one of the campaigns that they're running right now is called the Dream It Real campaign, and that is Selena Gomez has been she's featured in the Dream It Real page on Coach's website. She has been working with them. She's also featured in their 1941 line, and there are both two campaigns that have been projected towards depicting this new brand image that Coach is trying to give to the public, or give to consumers. So the Dream It Real campaign is centered around giving all girls an opportunity to achieve their dreams. And the reason that they have used Selena Gomez in this campaign is because she is seen by millennials, their target market, as somebody who is standing up for mental illness, for women's rights, who is graceful, poised, and who's just and beautiful and a great role model. And so that's why Coach has chosen Selena Gomez as a brand evangelist for them, and has paid her a substantial amount of money to represent the brand. She also, which is something I find interesting, did a huge advertisement for Coca-Cola, and it was one of the most popular advertisements that has come around in a long time. And Coke is seen as something as being very American, and I believe that this is part of the reason why Coach has selected Selena Gomez, because she's also seen in that kind of light. So Coach makes handbags, clothing, and accessories. And then this tweet here, and they have since 1941, which is why their line is called the 1941 line. And so this tweet here is talking about how, is Coach going to create their goal of achieving an American empire? And one of the ways that I think that they need to do that is I think they need to step it up a little bit. So down here you'll see this hashtag Make Compassion the Fashion, which is a hashtag that I derived from a post about Coach's pledge to go somewhat animal fur free in their luxury line. They're still using Angora and mohair, which consumers have decided that they want to go without. So my proposal is that in this Coach times PETA line, they will use no animal products whatsoever, not even leather goods, and create jackets and a line with PETA that is going to highlight this movement. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. So here's a little bit about the target market and Coach's objectives. So the target market is men and women ages 15 to 19. I would say that it's mostly women, but they do have a men's line as well. And then this is people who have the potential to make a generous income. And I say potential because Coach's current strategy is to target people who are a little bit younger millennials, who might not quite have the income to buy their products yet. But if they can get these people now, then they're going to be consumers for the rest of their lives. And that's kind of what the brand is focusing for. These people use Instagram frequently, and the biggest thing is that millennials want to buy products that support a cause, and they don't necessarily care about cost and brand labels as much as we have in the past, which is kind of what Michael Kors, Coach's competitor, stands for. So some business objectives are to increase consumer responsibility awareness. And one of the ways that Coach is going to do that, I believe, is with this Make Compassion the Fashion line, just by letting people know that they want to do good, to improve customer service, increase overall brand awareness, including this new big idea that I've come up with, and increase sales of both the 1941 line and the Coach x PETA line. So here is the social media audit that I've conducted. I found that people are mostly using Twitter and Instagram, which is why they're the only two I've highlighted. But the one thing that I did find is that the content that they're coming up with on these sites is not very creative. It's very similar content in a slightly different fashion. It's not very interesting. It's not very relevant, and it doesn't talk much about any consumer responsibility acts that they're doing. It mostly just highlights their fashions. So I think that Twitter proposes a really good opportunity, because I think that they can share more PR events and brand happenings and get them out there. And yeah. Then let's see. Here is the big idea. So down here you're going to see this blurb I've created with Coach x PETA to make compassion the fashion. And then this is the post I was talking about earlier. This is coming from a tweet where consumers are directly asking for people to to just go completely for free on Coach's clothes. So that is what my idea is. And then additionally, with the big idea, where their Coach is going to create podcasts and pop-up events surrounding Coach x PETA in 1941, so that they can post them on Twitter, on Instagram, and kind of get the word out and spread the big idea. So channels, I think we should remove Facebook, because people aren't really using it, and especially this younger group of people that were our Coach's target market they're not using Facebook. I think more focus should be paid attention to Snapchat. So here is some of my example content. And here is a Snapchat filter that I think that should be on Snapchat during the pop-up events. Here is, I think that on Instagram, there should be an Instagram TV, within that program that people should be trying to enter a contest, and whoever dresses the best in 1941 fashion should be featured on IGTV. It will get people talking about the brand using the hashtags, and give some people to watch on Instagram. And let's face it, nobody's watching real TV anymore. So here is here's measuring success, social media metrics. Content calendar. The budget. It's roughly going to take $5,600 for this plan, and in-house marketing is going to be more because Coach has the resources it needs. Here's the content calendar, and then just a summary. Selena Gomez, this is her Dream It Real campaign, and really, I think that Coach just needs to take it another step further and add more consumer responsibility to their marketing plan in order to stand out from other brands in the market.